Hey, what's up, everybody? It's National Tour and Travel Week, and that means it's time once again for Maryland in a Day. I'm your host, Chris Riehl, and we are here in Garrett County, Maryland at Deep Creek Lake, and this is where we begin this year's road trip. I'm so excited to be joined by some of my friends out here at Deep Creek Lake. Let's go down the line. Everybody, introduce yourself and say hello.
Hi, I'm Jean Hazlett-Bittner.
Hi, Nick Sharps, Garrett County Chamber of Commerce.
Lisa Ratliff, Wisp Resort.
Chris Nichols at the DCL Centennial.
Sarah Myers, DeepCreekTimes.com.
Missy Graylish, Deep Creek Events Chair.
All right, so we have the press here today too, which is great. And Chris, I want to talk to you about this exciting event. 100 years ago is when this lake came into being, right? So we're celebrating the 100th anniversary of Deep Creek Lake. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like out here back in 1925 and how this all happened?
Absolutely, yeah. Many people don't know Deep Creek Lake is the only man-made lake. It's fully man-made in the state. And back then, before the lake was here, it was a lot of farmland, a lot of open space. So that's one of the reasons they picked it. It was the land was cheaper, and they were able to procure the land to create this lake, which is a hydroelectric lake. Produced power back then and still does.
Awesome. Did they ever imagine back then that this lake would become such a destination, not only for Marylanders, but for people all over the country?
Absolutely not. They really didn't envision a lot of people living around the lake and using it recreationally. It was fully for hydroelectric generation, and all of this stuff that came afterwards was an afterthought. But it's because of the remoteness that now people really want to come here and enjoy it and kind of get away from it all.
And it's such a great place to get away year-round.
Absolutely.
We can see Wisp Mountain behind us there. I can see the lifts up there. Obviously, we got green grass instead of snow.
Right.
But Lisa was telling me at Wisp, and by the way, thank you, Lisa, for being such a generous host. We spent the night at Wisp Resort last night. It was wonderful. Great winter this year with the skiing, and now as we move into the warmer months, we've got even more to look forward to, right?
Definitely, yes. You know, and yeah, we had a great winter. Do you want to say anything? Okay. But yeah, that's one of the great things about this area is we have something to do year round. You know, sometimes you got to be a little bit of adaptable and enjoy some of the off-season things. But if you're adventurous and you want to get out, you can do something all year round. And that was a big theme of what we wanted to do with the Centennial year is we wanted to have some sort of event every year or every month of the year to celebrate what makes Deep Creek Lake so special. So we've been fulfilling that. We've got a lot of great events. One of our big ones is the Deep Creek Lake 100th Birthday Bash coming up on July 19th over at the fairgrounds, and a lot of other great things going on. DCL100.com is our website. You can check that out and see all the great things coming up.
Great. DCL 100 to learn about all of the exciting events here to commemorate the 100th birthday of this fantastic Maryland asset. Thank you all so much for getting up early and being here with us today to kick off our road trip. And we are highlighting Maryland's scenic byways all day long here in Garrett County, out here in Deep Creek Lake. We are right along the Mountain Maryland Scenic Byway. For more about that, you can log on to www.visitmaryland.org, and you can see all of those great Maryland byways. Nick, bring the camera in here. I want to show everybody where we are. We're up here in Western Maryland, Deep Creek Lake, and we are going to be making our way all the way across the state to Baltimore today, highlighting all of those great Maryland scenic byways. We're going to get everybody to sign our poster here, and we're going to take some pictures and put those up online as well. So make sure you continue to follow along on the MTC Facebook page. Big thank you to the Maryland Office of Tourism, the Maryland Tourism Coalition, and our friends at Blue Well EV for sponsoring this event. It's Maryland in a Day. Stay tuned. We'll be back with you in just a little bit.